everybody please rise for the pledge and then remain standing afterward. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, republic for which it stands, one nation, God, justice for all. Moment of silence for our car and also President Unique. Thank you very much. Okay. Mr. Waters will not be here this evening. He is absent. Dave's not. Okay, there, they had a chance to review bills. I do have a sign, yes, please, anybody that did not sign, I have a sign up sheet in the back of the room back there by the agendas. Please make sure all of you have signed it.
Yeah, I just handled one thing and so that's all set. The other question I had was on the credit cards. There was a charge, we paid it, but then there was a return. So we'll get credit for that next week. We should see a pretty,
Yeah, and after the company numerous times.
yeah.
Yes. It was supposed to be in an email to me today. Didn't see it. Checked the junk mail, everything. Not there.
Okay, but we'll stay on top of that because next we should have a credit on that next month. All right, and then the other one was, and that's what I was going to talk to you about beforehand, but on the cable, that 20-foot cable line, is that for the truck, I'm assuming, or something for, it's a 20-foot cable line? I'll find it.
Who's the vendor?
Yeah, I'll find it. All right, you guys know offhand? You're doing the, shoot, just a second.
Oh.
I knew you knew it.
Small cable?
Yeah, but it was expensive. Yeah. It was gold.
Yeah, it was for in the shop.
But that's something that's like, I was just gonna say, is that a wear out item or is that something we have to buy every year? Or is that?
So
Is it?
Wear out item. Get some clamps with it.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. But it's, yeah, okay. Oh, it's just it. And then the truck got twice. There was 2 vouchers on the truck. I don't know if that was just for. There was one on the BCH 3 and one on Lucky's truck and trailer, and also on the BCH. I'm not sure what that was. The Wolf's Oil, Phillips Oil was on there too. So it came up twice.
I'd have to see it, George.
Yeah,
yeah. I'd have to see it.
Yeah, that's why I was going to try to talk to you. Or if you want to come up, I'll show you. But I think it's just a bookkeeping thing. I can show you real quick, John.
Who was the vendor again?
Lucky Truck and Phillips Oil, and then they came up again. 567.
Phillips Oil, yeah.
And then they came up again under BCH.
Lucky's should have been the cab and chassis.
Yep. So I just didn't want to paint it twice.
Well, especially the Lucky.
Yeah.
I don't know
There,
why.
now I can see.
I just turned it in.
So I don't know if that was just a voucher, I don't know what VCH3 is, so. But it's both vouchers that were already in this voucher up here. You know what I mean? Okay, all right. Absolutely.
Point that, Lee, and get that correct.
Yeah, and then let's see.
Definitely, we wouldn't be paying those.
You don't want to do that. And then,
I'd sign those checks tomorrow, I'll notice that we're in there close.
good. And I am not going to, I don't know if it's core in Maine. Might be. Yeah, it was under core in Maine. And then it was put under and then so you got some, again, that one got returned and then they came back, but it's a big, kind of a big ticket item. I just wondered if that's a wearable thing that
That's a meter.
it's under a
Yeah,
water
it's a
district.
6-inch meter. So
How does it get wore out?
they don't last forever. Is Culver Road, which I believe is 5.
Okay, you're gonna, after, just bring me up to speed on that knowledge-wise, because that's an expensive item. I know.
Get replacement parts.
Okay, all right, cool. I think that was it. And we talked about the Hoover and that. Okay.
Anybody else?
No,
Do I hear a motion to accept the bills?
I'll make the motion to accept the bills.
I second.
Kirk and George? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So. Okay, everybody have a chance to review the minutes.
George, seen them, I, Margaret's just seen them, I'm extremely late, everything else that's going on.
Just because you're collecting taxes?
It's everything else, it's not the tax. George has seen them,
Me.
Sean has seen them and corrected them and gave them back to me, and I intended to email them to everybody and did not get the email out, but they were completed, Sean saw them a couple days ago. Okay? Yeah, this is the first he's seen them, the other two saw them.
Is that back to back or just one side? One
Just one
side.
side.
Do you want us to kind of go over them now, or?
No,
Why not?
we don't have to. We can go over that.
Skip over that right now. Fix that over, we can move on to, old business, Hemlock Ridge Solar. Nothing new there. But things are gonna start moving here pretty quick. They're out doing some tours, checking out the, soil and everything, and the different areas where the solar field will be going in. Talking with the project manager this last week. So you'll probably see a lot of movement come summertime when they start in different areas. Pushing pipes in and running the, underground cable. Third Solar, they have not gone online yet. Haven't heard when they're gonna go online. They had planned before the end of 24. That did not happen. Happening there. Heritage Wind, as far as I know, nothing there.
They had a report from December 20th saying they're going to start land clearing, moving forward that way.
They're gonna do that in the next couple months, I do believe, right? Before, like, the first week in March, they have to have it completed.
It didn't say that, but there was a lot of Yeah, there was a lot of information. Comprehensive plan, we had a meeting Monday night. We compiled, or Barb brought in all the comments from the public hearing, from healers, from the zoning board, from the planning board. We went through and made changes where it was necessary. There was a lot of corrections, a lot of findings. Healers wanted an overlay of mining operations. Did that, expanded the grid on the airport. That was, brought that up to date. Went through plan actions and, you know, what the survey said, and the people, and put that into the comprehensive plan. So now the next step is she's making the final copy, putting that all together. It passed 4-zip, it was unanimous. Went to Barb is finalizing all the changes we made. He's gonna send it back out to the committee. Committee's gonna look it over, and then everybody's gonna give it their okay, yes, yes, yes. Once she has all 7 yeses, she'll be turning it over to us, to the town board. And then we set up a public hearing.
Okay.
That's where we're at.
Hang on a minute, George, I think it's supposed to go back to the planning board.
We asked about that, and she said that they've already reviewed it, and they could have their opportunity at the public hearing, so we don't need to send it back to the planning board. They can have their voice at the public hearing.
Well, I think,
They made a lot of corrections, and we had a lot of notes that we put in.
I think it's gotta go back to the planning board. They're the ones that hired Labella. At least the meetings that I attended, last month goes back to the comprehensive committee.
Yep.
You make the changes, goes back to the planning board, they look it over.
I don't know, I asked Barb,
Well,
and she said that it didn't need to, but
that's not the agreement.
Yeah, we'll receive a almost final copy.
Yep.
From the planning board. We also got to submit it, I believe you said, to the county. We have to have the public hearing before we even act on it ourselves.
yeah,
So,
right, correct. Seven okays from the committee, comprehensive committee, and then turn it
Seven.
to the committee,
So just get the okay.
from the committee. No, I've been talking.
Stop talking.
Yes, I did.
Okay,
That's it with the comprehensive plan?
yes.
Okay. Water District 10. I'm having a Teams meeting this Friday with the town attorney, the grant writer, MRB, and Labella to see what our next step will be. We pull the plug on it, hold on maybe another year and try getting any other time I can rattle CDBG grant. So we'll decide this Friday what our next step's gonna be for Water District 10. If not, we are going to proceed. I'm sorry? It is the town attorney, the grant writer, MRB, and Labella, and myself,
MRB
MRB.
and Labella.
Labella.
Okay. What time?
I believe it's at 2 o'clock.
Okay, because you're meeting the county here? on Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. Here, yeah.
No, I'm not gonna be. Yes, I'll be
Okay.
here. It's either 2 or 2:30. 2:30. Okay. Okay, we'll take a step back now. Everybody's reviewed the minutes? Oh, no, I thought you were done, I'm sorry. Okay, we'll step forward. Need your attention for this one. Well, it's a motion. We've already done the contract with the county and everything else. Resolution whereas the town of Berry has entered into an agreement with the county of Orleans to provide assessment services for the year 2020. The county has designated an employee of the county real property tax service office to act as the sole assessor for the town of Berry. Now therefore be it adopted by the town board of the town of Berry as follows. The town of Berry hereby designates Alexis Penna as the designated county assessor for the purposes of fulfilling the requirement of the agreement for the remainder of the assessor term ending September 30th, 2025. We have a contract with the county for Alexis until December 31st, 2025. And then at that time, the board would decide, well, previous to that, would decide if we want to continue with the services or go out on our own. The reason it says assessor term ending 9/30/25 is the state does 6-year appointments. Her 6th year ends as of this September, and the state does it in September. So she will be recommended reappointment from the county starting as of October 1st. But only because at this time she has the state appointment until September 30th. That's why it reads that way.
So at our October meeting, we're gonna have to redo this again.
No, we don't. We have a contract with the county. But this is just basically under the agreement for the remainder of the assessor term.
Oh, okay.
That's all. So we automatically, unless we find fault with her and say, there's the door. And we start looking for someone else, but
I guess.
we have her for the full year. You don't have a question. I asked you about that last sentence earlier today, did I not?
Like if Alexa was to leave the county properties office,
They,
they are responsible for getting one of their other
Right.
people.
exactly. Okay, so that's the resolution. I made the resolution. Motion. Who made the motion of the resolution?
I'll second.
Margaret seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. And, so that you know, as Maureen brought up earlier, both Dawn Allen and Alexis will be here Friday afternoon to get the lay of the land, their office, computer, meet up with, Jared, our code enforcement officer. They should be working hand in hand on a number of different things. Starting in, well, she has already started.
No.
No, what I I got one.
Ag renewal.
Attached?
Ag renewal, so huge ag.
Okay, I just read the first page there and it was in a, who am I?
Copies of that.
You're awesome. You're what Margaret said the country.
Thanks.
John, have you got a time when they're gonna be here?
I think you said 2:30.
No,
No, that's for
2:30
their,
is my team's meeting.
Yes.
I think they're closer to 1. I have to go back and look at my email. I think it'll be earlier in the afternoon. I think they're coming after lunch. Okay? Yep. Okay. Okay. Then do I hear a motion to accept the minutes?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes.
Second?
Second.
George seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Got you confused yet, Maureen? We've been jumping around. Oh my God. Okay.
John, do we need to reappoint Harlan to the planning board?
No, we did that at our organizational meeting.
I remember we talked about it. Did we vote on it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep, we did that at the organizational meeting.
all right.
All those appointments. Oh. I'm sorry?
Who was it that he was asking about?
Steve Harley. Okay. This has got me ticked off. I knew it was coming. My financials for the year 2024. For the general fund. Expenses were $683,045. The budget was set. That doesn't look right. I just happened to notice that. Yeah. If my expenses were $683,000 of the annual budget of $716,000, I didn't go over budget, but yet she has me down as going over the budget by 102.34%. Big question mark on that one. I didn't even catch that. Highway. Highway was $1,161,764 of the budgeted $1,320,797, or 90.39% of the annual budget. This is the first year in 7 years that I have gone over the budget. I've generally been under the budget, so I'm gonna check that one out. That
Yeah. Did you? Because I think this is our budget this year, our 2%.
That's just it.
increase.
So why has she got me at 102? That's what's got me. So that's the first phone call. Okay. Highway. You gave us one for,
December 24th.
yeah, the end of the year.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't have mine with me either, because that book is already filed away for the year. Just, snow removal, you got all that prepped up, ready to go.
A lot of the guys were taking their accrued time.
Use it or lose it.
Yeah.
Okay. Maureen?
I don't have a town clerk check, but I have, and then I have an additional, for all the DWIs we did last year, that's an additional one.
Wow. They afford sending us that little bit of money? It's something, I guess. Okay. I love this because the check that we get from the court, I've explained about this in the past. 3/4 of it we turn over, send right to the state comptroller. Ridiculous. Happy to be kept in check. So you forget it. What are they gonna do? Come and close our doors? Okay. As you see on there, I have as the assessor Alexis. No, it's not Alexis. Alexa. That's a typo on my. No, it is Alexis.
She goes by Alex.
Well, that's what they sent me from downtown. So, Alexis, I will be informing her on Friday that we'll be expecting a monthly report from her. Have that for the board meetings as well. Jared, I didn't ask him for a report, so I have none at this time. Planning board, Kirk, anything there? That's next week.
Next week, next Monday night. Gary, got anything on the planning board? While we're talking about the planning board, that comprehensive plan is to come back to them.
Yes.
You were at the meeting, Gary. Well, I don't think Barbara is running the town here, and if she's gonna waste a lot of paper,
It's going
On
back
a
to the
final.
planning board.
what I'm saying is, she's gonna waste a lot of time on a final before it goes to the planning board. That's a mistake.
Okay, so it's up to the town board what you want to do. What our committee did was we took the survey, the results of the people, of our community, and put them together and made a plan and sent it out. And everybody had their opportunity to talk about it.
I'm not
and
arguing
put in
that,
the
George.
correction. When the corrections were made, then it goes back to the town and we'll have a public meeting. And everybody will again have their opportunity to speak in the public. So if you're saying that the planning board should go back in and finalize it and write it up, what did our committee do?
Okay, enough. The whole idea is the planning board started it. They hired Labella to put together a committee. They worked it through. They put together a package. Now that package, because the planning board hired Labella, they initiated all that. Yes, they gave
The
input
town
to it.
hired Labella. That was their recommendation was Labella. We hired him as a town.
Whatever, but it was through the planning board. They did the interviews. So therefore, it will go back to the planning board. And the planning board will officially submit it to us, being the town board. We have to put together a package to submit to the county planning board, and we have to have a public hearing. Then we decide as a town board what the final product is gonna look like. The committee did a lot of the legwork, pulling all that information together, yes. Okay? But that's the procession that we're gonna follow through with. Zoning, Margaret,
No meeting.
no meeting? Easy. Dave's not here, but as far as I know, nothing's happened with the park, correct, Dale? Okay. Dave's not here about utilities, but I don't think there's been much, I haven't even gotten much in emails on utility opportunities. And it's not here, but I spoke with her on the phone today. She had to go to Ontario, town of Ontario. Special meeting there, that town. Bridget Cook was gonna come and I said, because of the weather and everything, I was just a nice guy, just be available by phone. Okay. Now, we have it on our website. It's posted out on the board out by the front door. It was requested that I contact someone from the fire department. The fire department is looking to take out a $325,000 loan for the purpose of purchasing a new emergency truck. I did not call anybody. Instead, I went to their meeting last night, and they were opening bids at that meeting last night, of which the lowest bid came in at $288,000. So yeah, they're asking for 325, but they're only going to apply for the 288. The reason being is to replace the emergency truck. Number one, it's 18 years old. They've been pouring lately, they've been pouring money into it. Like last month, they said that they put about $1,500 into it just to keep it running. They said that their emergency truck responds to the majority of the calls. Last year, out of 190 plus calls, it was at 180 plus. The vote is this coming Tuesday between 6 and 8 p.m. at the fire hall. Any registered voter in the town of Berry may go and vote for or against it. Now, after I listened to him last night, because I was really scratching my head about this, if you take into effect what we do here as the town, Dale, how often do we turn over our large plow trucks?
12 years.
Every 12 years. I think the longest we've held on to something is that grader, correct?
Yeah,
And how long did we have that one?
that was 36 or 37.
Yeah, but it's something that doesn't really get used.
Right.
Where this is used like neighborhood 90%. So really, instead of having to pour money into maintenance and keep an 18-year-old vehicle going, you know, it sounds reasonable that you need to get a new vehicle to replace the old one. Maybe you ought to let them know about how you get rid of our stuff through that auction house.
Oh, they know.
Oh, they know?
Yeah.
Okay.
They use the same
Boy,
stuff.
Gary's right there.
I think there's another policy where they said that the state's passed some where it has to be 20 years. Fire equipment has to be
Well,
under 20 years. Out of compliance.
oh, it has to be under 20?
Years or else you're out of compliance.
Okay, and this is pushing 20 years right now. So, you know, it's your opinion what you want to do, everybody. But that's the information I got. Quick Reader's Digest condensed version. Like I said, they opened the bids last night. 288,000 was the best bid that they got. I asked for someone to come and explain all this, and there was nobody accepting that. Okay, so like I said, that's next Tuesday at the fire hall. Our next town board workshop is February 3rd at 6 p.m. Town board meeting is the following week, February 12th at 7 p.m. Anything else? A motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make that motion.
All in favor?
All right.
Opposed? So carried. Thank you, everyone.